Hello everybody, Intuition here. Thank you as always for making time and space for us. Today we are going to discuss miracles and the importance of understanding what a miracle really is, because when you understand what a miracle really is, it makes miracles more tangible, more available in your realm of possibilities, so that you can make miracles happen every day, as opposed to just hoping, waiting, dreaming, wishing for a miracle to come to you. You could have that miracle happen with your intentionality. So, before we discuss what a miracle is, it is important to understand the energetics behind of miracle. Before there was a decision to animate human bodies, the 6 universal principalities that created the earth and the universe in which you are sitting in decided what the limitations and physical barriers would be that would inhibit a human body as well as inhibit the nature in which you see around you. It was that decision that was placed on all things in which you are and all things in which you see with your eyes, so that if there are certain limitations and boundaries set upon all of these things, it will better help all of us to evolve in a certain way in which we will be able to better understand all it is that we are. However, the problem with that is that when anything or anybody puts a limitation or a boundary on something or someone else, it makes it nearly impossible for another individual, the individual that did not place that boundary on themselves, to break free from it. So it becomes a limitation, not just in the sense of a boundary, but a evolutionary limitation. So a miracle really is the natural process of evolution. However, it is miraculous that you are able to evolve because of the boundaries that have been placed upon you. And so, the boundaries that have been placed upon us is, again, the decision of certain limitations and restrictions that the human body and the physical reality in which we are in has around it. And in order to maintain that limitation, there are certain energetic boundaries, shields, however it is that you'd like to express it or understand it, that have been placed around the human body that limit certain actions, certain things from happening within, again, the human body and the energetics surrounding the human body and the energetics surrounding all things in which you see. So when you see somebody perform a miracle, what you are seeing is, if you were to see energetically, that is, what you are seeing is an individual moving their energetics into the boundary that is placed around the human body, or whatever the object is in which the miracle is about to be performed, and they push their energy just so right on the boundary, right on the precipice of that boundary, and become very close to being harmonic with the boundary itself. And right before that entanglement of the harmonic happening between that universal principality's energy, that being's energy, and the boundary that is there, they push forward with their energy in such a way that it breaks through the boundary that was placed around the body or the object in which the miracle is about to be performed through or in, and it breaks through just so that your energy, that all that you are, can move more fuller into the space that was before hindered, taken up by the boundary. And thus, when anybody performs a miracle, which again is simply an individual breaking through a predefined boundary by 6 universal principalities, it enables that individual to break into a new dimension, to break into a new reality in which you've opened a door for everybody else to also move in step with you through that door and into a new reality of consciousness, being, where that miracle is not a miracle but becomes a reality. It becomes a normalcy. It becomes a new established way of being. And that is miraculous. Because again, what we just said is 6 universal principalities put a boundary around you. And one universal principality said, no, I'm not going to adhere to that boundary. and they were able to outsmart, be stronger than the 6 that thought it would be a good idea to put a boundary around something that is and needs to be boundaryless. So that is truly incredible, miraculous, a miracle, that anybody is able to break through something that a team has put in place to hold you back. So miracles are important. They are the natural step in our next evolutionary process. They happen all the time. Many of us are not even aware when miracles are happening. And when we say miracles, we do not mean parting the Red Seas, walking on water, making wine into water, all of those things. It simply can be you helping another being realize all it is that they are, simply by seeing them, simply by spending time with them, not by showing them your way, but by showing them their way, allowing them to remember, to have a reconnaissance that they are more than what it is that they are seeing in the mirror, more than what it is that they have been told that they are. That is a miracle. Because again, when you are performing a miracle in the sense of breaking a world record, or in the sense of moving water with your mind, let's say, all you are doing is breaking through the boundary and becoming more of yourself, realizing more of yourself, actualizing more of yourself. And if you do that with another human being, then that is a miracle. If you are able to help another human being actualize and realize themselves, then you are performing a miracle. And maybe to you that is not as grandiose as moving water with your mind, moving everyday objects, being able to levitate. But as you continue to push those boundaries, to push those miracles, you create more of the possibility so that the maybe circumstantial helping somebody to realize all that they are is out of the way, so that you have more time to create the miracles in which you're levitating things, or you're levitating yourself. But miracles do and can happen every day. But it is whether you're aware of them or not, and what your intentionality is, so that when you now focus your energy to break down a boundary, not by force, but through your power, then you are able to create the miracle, create the reality, create the dimensionality in which is most suitable for what it is that your vision, most suitable for what it is that your evolution is requiring within yourself, and that others can follow in your footsteps. That is how powerful that you are. One can truly change the all. Because if one person can break through a boundary that 6 have put around you, then what else can you do? Truly, you are limitless. So, miracles can happen every day if you are more intentional with what it is that you're putting your energy on, and how it is that you're going to break those boundaries that have been placed upon you. No restrictions for little lowercase g gods. The time has come and gone for that. You are more than you could possibly conceive, and you realize that every time you move more into yourself. So don't be afraid of making a little noise when you're breaking through that boundary, breaking through that door, so that the rest of everybody else can come through it with you. As always, thank you for making time and space for us. We wish you well and all the miracles that you're enacting in your life, and then therefore in everybody else's. Thank you.